The next feature I'm going to show in RouteXL is the set to set routing tool, which is this button over here. What this does is it will do a allocation of the closest points to a particular depot so that you can do territory planning around depots, for instance, or coverage area of a particular depot. So it will basically, even wider, it can also calculate the drive times and distances between all points in one set and all points in another set, but we often use it for the calculation of the minimum time between the two particular sets. So to do that allocation, I've used this as well in the past to do an allocation of all so that I could get a current scene compared to an ideal scene. So for instance, I had a particular client's points which were already allocated per their rules, and then I ran that through set to set to pick up the distances and times for those particular points to the particular depots. And then I did the set to set allocation based on minimum time, and I had a very good result, and I could actually play off the two results so that I could show that we saved around about 10,000 kilometers on the allocation. So how you do this, you basically take two sets of data. So we're going to allocate from to. So the from will be the points in this case, and I'm going to paste them in here. And we want to allocate these outlets to different depots based on the closest depot. So in this case, we just copy, paste, and it already knows to fill this in. The columns would be outlet in this case. That's like my unique ID basically, and the name in that case. And the second weight is time, so I'm going to choose time, and we definitely want to go minimum, and so minimum time. And when I say calculate, it'll calculate. This is a fairly expensive operation, and it will take a few minutes to complete, but not too long. Okay, so that took less than 2 minutes to complete for about 822 points. And here you can see the outlet number and the name, and you can see this is now the closest depot. So I've already run this before, and I've pasted it out into the set to set results over here, and then I did a VLOOKUP with closest so that I could get the closest depot over here as well. Just one note on this, which kind of caught me out a little bit. If you have a set, like let's say I wanted to add this to my data, which is over here, and I put down a column called closest depot here. Just be careful if this column is part of your map data and you're doing a VLOOKUP. As you're busy in the middle of the VLOOKUP, it doesn't seem to know what to do with this inside the map because you're kind of in the middle of a big formula, and that can bomb Excel out. So what I would suggest is maybe just making sure if you are going to add anything like that, that your data is limited to only A to E. Or even better, what I did is I copied this out to another sheet and I just did the calculation in here. I did the VLOOKUP in here. So that seems to work quite well. So just a little note of caution, if you're working in a live range of data, it's trying to add things to the map as you're doing it, and that doesn't go well with Spatial Excel. Okay, so that is how we do the set to set routing, and I'm just going to show you the results of that. We're going to just add this to our Spatial Excel map, and we just do that. I'm going to just turn off my outlets and just change some properties in here. And there you can see my point allocation based on closest depot. Just going to make them a little bit larger. Okay, that is what I wanted to show for this tool, and I will now end off this video and move on to the next training video of RouteXL.